Hello friends and welcome to CJoy Yoga. Believe it or not, I did do two about 5 and one was about an 8-minute meditation to post, but the sound quality was crap and I didn't test it before I left the studio and I didn't know until I left, and there you go. So this is informal in the sense that I'm not at the studio, but I want to make sure I get one up here so you can start trying to practice this a few times a week. You're looking for a long spine, right? So whether that means lying down, sitting up, kneeling, finding that place where the spine can be erect and yet at the same time where it's not rigid. Check the shoulders, let them soften away from the ears, and the arms just drape comfortably by the side, hands on the thighs, palms up or palms down. And as you begin to tune inward, we're going to bring the awareness right to the base of the nostrils where the air enters and exits the body. So just bring your awareness there. And as you settle that awareness, a couple of things you may or may not notice. One, you may notice maybe your nostrils flare a little bit, inhaling or exhaling. Maybe you feel the air as it enters and exits. Maybe you don't feel it at the base of the nostril, but you feel it on your upper lip. Maybe you feel, pardon me, maybe you feel how it's a little cooler when it enters the body and a little warmer when it exits. So whatever it is that you notice is valid and wonderful. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to follow the breath with your awareness. But we're going to follow it from the base of the nostrils on the inhale up to the third eye center. That's the place right between your eyebrows. And with your exhale, follow that air from the third eye center all the way out to the base of the nostrils. This is also where your larger sinus cavity is, right up in this area. Inhale, following the breath from the base of the nostrils to the third eye. And when you exhale, you'll follow that back out. Find a nice, slow, steady pace of breath. And you're going to keep following that. The mind is going to wander off. It's going to hear noises either from the recording or maybe in your environment. Maybe it's your to-do list, right? There are always things. The beauty about not being in a pristine studio with soundproofing is that this is more real life, and I'm putting that in air quotes. Can we learn to come back and bring our concentration back to one thing, even when things are happening around us, in us? So again, we're following the breath from the base of the nostrils up to the third eye on the inhale, and on the exhale, we're following it back out. And then with your next inhale, when you go up to your third eye center, you're going to let the mind rest there. The awareness, the concentration. So now we're staying centered in that place between the eyebrows. And even though you might have light in your environment, I want you to imagine the color of a blue-black midnight sky behind your eyelids. And when you have that picture, right, that image of that blue-black sky, can you soften the muscles around the eyes? And then bring the awareness back to that area between the eyebrows. And if I were to draw a line, or you were to draw a line from between your eyebrows to the back of your head, and you were to draw another line from above one ear across the way over to the other ear, where those two lines intersect, that's going to be the center of your head for today's purposes, right, for the meditation. So now bring your awareness from that third eye center, slide it back on that line until it meets that other line above the ears that intersects. And right there in the center of the head, just pause there now. Imagine it expanding and opening. And the teacher that I learned this from, Myra Lewin, she talks about how this is your very own place in your head. No one else can get in there. No one's critical voice, no one's thoughts. This is just for you. So welcome to the center of your head. And before we end the meditation, just a reminder, this stuff is always there. It's always inside us. So when you feel stressed out today, if you feel stressed out or you just need to reset, you're not feeling grounded, etc., maybe take a moment. You can condense this down even to a shorter meditation and end up in the middle of your head, the center of your head, in that space that is only yours. Take a couple of breaths while you're there. And see if that doesn't help reset you. Take a deep breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and just really gently blink those eyes open. Bits and pieces start to take in the environment. So I will try to do a more formal one in the studio the next time I'm in there. But until that happens, here is a center of the head meditation. The meditation group and I, on Wednesday mornings, we have a class. We talked about trying to do this. It's about, it's 7 minutes. And if you take out my talking, a little less, right? Try to do this 3 times this week.